members, let's take our seats. Yes, there's a casino. What's out of order?
Welcome back, Your Honor. Looking at the business on the order paper, it's the time for government in waiting to respond. But there's no one in the government to take notes on what leader of opposition is about to say. So maybe you can have some 5 minutes as we wait for the government to come to get notes from our leader of opposition.
Yes, Minister of Local Government.
Right Honorable Speaker, good afternoon. I believe that there are certain things we allow, others we don't. To insinuate that there is no one when I am here, I think it's not funny. Trust you me, it's not funny. It's really arrogant and very disrespectful, and I don't take it lightly. Trust you me, for me, I am really happy. Because I am sitting here, and you would have said the front bench is not full. It's a different thing. But to say there is no one, who am I? No, Right Honorable Speaker, that must be withdrawn.
Thank you, Minister of Local Government. I rule there's a casino out of order. Please take your seat. Let me now recognize the leader of opposition. Honorable Leader of Opposition, you have 45 minutes.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, I'm starting exactly at 16 hours, and I would like to be within the allocated time. Madam Right Honorable Speaker, allow me to firstly thank the former President, Dr. Lazarus McCarthy Jagwera, for allowing me to become a leader of opposition and speak on behalf of the Malawi Congress Party. Right Honorable Speaker, today it is exactly 103 days since I stood on the same podium responding to the SONA by His Excellency the President, Professor Peter Mutharika last year. Today, Right Honorable Speaker, I stand again before you to respond to the national address that was delivered on 13th February 2026, marking his 5 months in office. Mr. Speaker, sir, I hope that His Excellency the President has had enough time not only to prepare but also to be given enough and accurate information about the state of affairs in this country, as Malawians were expecting a SONA that would also comprehensively address issues that they are grappling with. Mr. Speaker, sir, since the SONA was short in our lifetime and very brief, I know there might be some issues that were not addressed by the SONA, but as I am responding to the SONA, Right Honorable Speaker, there are also some very important national issues that I have included in this response that I would like government to take attention on because they need to be addressed. Mr. Speaker, sir, before I go into substantive issues, allow me to quote what Mr. President said, and I quote, He said, what we have managed to deliver in 4 months is more than what some governments could have delivered in 5 years. But, Mr. Speaker, sir, this is what our President Mutharika said, the professor. But allow me to indicate here, Honorable Speaker, that as we are responding this afternoon, we still have a number of issues that Malawians are grappling with. Number one, the skyrocketing of fuel pump price, where from 3,000 to around 5,000 kwacha per liter is something that Malawians are grappling with. The punitive taxation that has reduced the very small civil servant salaries take home is one of the issues Malawians are grappling with. Punitive taxes and services fees killing production and private sector investment. Mr. Speaker, sir, as I speak this afternoon, there are still no opportunity or employment opportunities for young people, denying them participation to economic activities. Mr. Speaker, sir, re-emergence of albino abduction and killings. Mr. Speaker, sir, the general insecurity, including the abduction of a businessman in Lilongwe, is something that we still have to address. Mr. Speaker, sir, daily rising of commodity prices and rising cost of living. Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, in the SONA, President Professor Mutharika spoke about microeconomic environment, where he painted a rosy picture that the economy would grow by 3.8% this year and 4.9% in 2027 respectively. Mr. Speaker, sir, this sounds good to hear, but Malawians would still want to understand the fundamental assumptions behind these projections. Mr. Speaker, sir, Malawi's economy hinges heavily on agricultural production that is highly dependent on subsidized farm inputs. As I am presenting this response right now, Honorable Speaker, farmers in the country, particularly those from northern and central regions, have not yet accessed to required and adequate fertilizer due to compromised FISIP program. Mr. Speaker, sir, the August House would also wish to appreciate that the quick projections by the IMF and other development economists are currently revealing a drop in maize production and tobacco production by at least 30%, which makes it very difficult to achieve the projected 3.8% economic growth rate in such an environment. Mr. Speaker, sir, Malawians accepted a SONA that would demonstrate thorough overview of the country's microeconomic outlook and economic performance, which conspicuously were missing in the SONA. Mr. Speaker, sir, many Malawians are also wondering whether such omission was by design or mere omission. Mr. Speaker, sir, in any objective assessment and presentation of microeconomic performance, no economist can overlook the following: fiscal policy and revenue collection, public debt and levels of current borrowing, status of poverty levels and job creation, internal and external shocks that are affecting the performance of the economy, and critical measures undertaken to supply.
Let's have order.
The same.
Order. Order.
Mr. Speaker, sir, people expected that the SONA could highlight the important elements of microeconomic performance bordering on fiscal policy and revenue collection. Malawians require detailed insights into government revenue generation and expenditure, They also demand an explanation on why the DPP government is overtaxing them almost on everything. Mr. Speaker, sir, the President indicated in the SONA about stabilized prices of commodities, and he cited maize as a clear example. Mr. Speaker, sir, the reality on the ground is that apart from maize prices going down within the 4 months of DPP administration, the fuel pump price has gone up from 3,000 to 5,000, and this has triggered excessive increase in prices of commodities and general cost of living of Malawians, including sugar and Nima and many others. Mr. Speaker, sir, it is not only fuel price that is skyrocketing. The last time I checked with the general public, it was observed that the people of Chiladzulu, Chitipa, Mangochi, and Salima were severely complaining about price increases of basic commodities such as sugar, electricity, soap, water, household lentils, and public transport. Mr. Speaker, sir, Malawians are more miserable now with this administration than they were during Chakwera era. Mr. Speaker, sir, on CDF, in the SONA, the President repeated announcing the increased CDF budgetary allocation from 20 million to 5 billion kwacha per constituency under performance-based arrangement, with its management shifted to controlling officers in councils. Mr. Speaker, sir, the President further talked about the implementation processes which will be guided by the yet-to-be-developed guidelines and a digital dashboard which will capture and highlight project status. Mr. Speaker, sir, I need to be protected.
Honourable members, can I please have order?
Mr. Speaker, sir, you would allow me to repeat on the CDF because it's very important. In the SONA, the President repeated announcing the increased CDF allocation from 220 million to 5 billion kwacha per constituency under performance-based arrangement, with its management shifted to controlling officers in councils. Mr. Speaker, sir, the President further talked about implementation processes which will be guided by the yet-to-be-developed guidelines, a digital dashboard which will capture and highlight project status. Mr. Speaker, sir, this sounds good and viable. However, Malawians would like to know quite a number of pertinent issues that remained very unclear as it comes to CDF implementation. Number one, whether there are specific and reliable sources of financing the CDF projects, considering that Treasury is under tight fiscal constraints. Mr. Speaker, sir, we would like to know whether donors, including guest financiers, have agreed to using their resources to finance the CDF arrangements, having noted that some of them seriously question accountability issues to projects that seem to have political connotations. Mr. Speaker, sir, people would like also to know what could be the roles and responsibilities of elected officers regarding to this fund, considering that oversight roles are very crucial in the councils where there are glaring implementation capacity gaps. We are raising all these questions, Mr. Speaker, sir, because we do not want projects under CDF to be transformed into white elephants on account of inadequate financing or lack of capacities to implement projects effectively and efficiently. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, sir, the issue of who does what in the CDF arrangements need to be dealt with seriously to avoid losses of resources. Food security and agricultural performance. Right Honourable Speaker, in the SONA, the President praised his government for the distribution of free maize and reduction of maize prices from 75,000 to around 38 or 55 per 50 kilogram bag. This, Mr. Speaker, sir, is good to hear, as it provides a picture of a government that addresses the hunger situation. However, Mr. Speaker, sir, the issue of maize has to be addressed on both demand and supply side. Mr. Speaker, sir, reducing maize prices only without reducing the prices of farm inputs put a farmer and a maize producer in a very difficult situation, because the cost of production is much higher than the selling price, which means that if nothing is done to reverse the status quo, maize production would drastically be reduced, hence inviting the future hunger. Mr. Speaker, sir, one troubling aspect that needs to be addressed and left many people wondering is the purchase of maize from Zambia, whilst the country had enough maize. Mr. Speaker, sir, in order to motivate our farmers in the future, the Line Minister of Agriculture would allow the NFRA
Order.
on time from the local farmers before we go and empower foreign farmers whose proceeds
Can I please have order on my right?
their country's economy.
Please, let's have order.
Mr. Speaker, sir, in the SONA, the President alluded to the fact that he promises what he delivers, and he delivers what he promises. That alone, Mr. Speaker, sir, made Malawians remember that the DPP clearly announced during the campaign period that it would be selling 4 bags of subsidized fertilizer per person. This was emphasized in a number of meetings that were conducted on the campaign trail. Mr. Speaker, sir, Malawians are still waiting for that promise to be fulfilled. To the contrary, Mr. Speaker, sir, what FISIP is doing is to sell the Malawi's half of what the DPP promised. Random sampling across the country in the districts like Palombe and Machinga, among others, people were complaining sharing a bag of fertilizer that was not even enough to cover a quarter of an acre. Right, Honorable Speaker. In order to address the rumor circulating that FISIP has only benefited or registered a 10% distribution in the central region and 4% in the northern region and 50% in the south, it would be good if the Line Ministry would actually come in the House and provide an update on how the FISIP has been distributed. Mr. Speaker, sir, Central and Northern regions produce more maize, and it wouldn't make any political or economic sense to distribute less fertilizers in areas where produce more maize to feed the country. Mr. Speaker, sir, this implies that this government is politicizing the FISIP program. Mr. Speaker, sir, I need protection.
Order.
Mr. Speaker,
Order.
I need protection.
Honorable members, I don't have to mention you. I don't want to mention you. But
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker.
Let's have order.
Undermining development and mineral exploitation. Right Honorable Speaker, it was noted in the SON that government has taken strong initiatives to suspend issuers of mining licenses, ban exports of all unprocessed minerals, and immediately conduct audits of licensing registry. These measures have been considered very crucial as demonstration that this government wants to commit to developing sustainable mining in a more transparent and accountable manner that drives and enhances value addition within the mines and mineral industry. Mr. Speaker, sir, as a responsible opposition, we strongly support this policy stand, since we fully believe that mineral exploitation in whatever form has to benefit the country and its citizens through more creation of exports of finished and processed minerals. However, we have got an advice to the government with regards to the current policy stand. While government is pursuing this stand in order to sanitize the sector and safeguard our minerals resources, efforts should be taken to implement these measures effectively and efficiently in a more transparent and accountable manner so as to eliminate unintended disruptions to very potential investors who are already on ground supporting mining development. Mr. Speaker, sir, we therefore implore on the government to conduct a thorough assessment on the implications of these measures on the mining operations of all mines that are already operational. We urge that the new mining development agreements be signed with mining operators so that they are seen adhering to new policy and legal frameworks to be developed and or reviewed. Suffice to indicate that, Mr. Speaker, sir, there should be a clear balancing of regulations within investments to ensure that no unintended consequences would discourage foreign domestic investments in the mining industry. Mr. Speaker, sir, this is the right time to move towards domestic beneficiation of minerals in order to create and boost employment levels and revenue collection. And I'm happy that the Minister responsible is here and taking notes. Right Honourable Speaker, on energy. Right Honourable Speaker, this country has been grappling with issues of energy development for some decades now. During his tenure of office, President Lazarus Makathi Chakwera initiated a number of energy development projects with an intention to achieve sustainable electricity supply. What he achieved so far, every Malawian knows better that blackouts were eliminated. Fast forward, Mr. Speaker, sir, the recent solar energy interventions that this government intends to pursue repairs, restoring 31 megawatts, 10 megawatts biomass, 10 megawatts solar, and target increasing capacity from 551 megawatts to over 1,000 megawatts by 2030. This is exactly what the former president also initiated and advocated for. Mr. Speaker, sir, we expected the government to shed more light on the transmission upgrades, financing model, timelines, and project milestones. And Mr. Speaker, sir, we are aware that the World Bank Group approved the 350 million grant of the 1.5 billion in Patamanga Hydro Storage Project. Mr. Speaker, sir, a responsive SONA was also supposed to tell Malawians where are we on milestones, financing closure, procurement steps, and delivery dates. Mr. Speaker, sir, sustainable and reliable power supply is an enabler for investment for any potential investor to invest seriously in a country where there is no power interruption. Mr. Speaker, sir, issues pertaining to homeland security. Right Honourable Speaker, matters of homeland security are very pertinent and they cannot be taken for granted. Global evidence suggests that no investor is willing to invest resources in an environment where there are serious security challenges characterized by robberies, kidnappings, killings, and murder incidences. When such instances happen, government is supposed to immediately take action and bring culprits to book. Such swift actions on matters of that nature gives confidence to investors that it is possible to invest and be assured that they are fully protected. Right Honourable Speaker, with regards to homeland security, the SONA speaks of people-centered development, yet it is notably thin on public safety beyond passports and national IDs. Mr. Speaker, sir, it surprised Malawians that the President did not touch on the kidnappings, murder and torture of citizens by thugs and kidnappers who are now stealing during daylight. Right Honourable Speaker, recent reports describes a high-profile abduction in Lilongwe linked to Crossroads Hotel, and until now, neither the police nor the minister responsible have come out to update the nation on the progress made on the investigation of the issue. Are we really serious that we have failed tracking the kidnappers? By remaining silent, we are admitting that this government is failing to handle issues of homeland security. Right Honourable Speaker, recent reports also indicate a growing number of people with albinism missing mysteriously or being openly harmed. Recent reports show also that politics by intimidation has come back. Honorable Speaker, the Minister is here. I would like to draw his attention that we believe that he is a capable minister and that will be safe under his ministerial portfolio because we understand he's a man who lives by his words. Right, Honorable Speaker. Few months ago, Dr. Victoria Bobe was murdered in her house in Blantyre. Right, Honorable Speaker. Is it demanding too much for Malawians to be updated on the issue? Where are those suspects who were publicly presented to the general public as killers? What is holding back government from prosecuting the case? If this government is serious with the matters of homeland security, let it be transparent enough to take these issues head on. Mr. Speaker, sir, insecurity is an economic tax paid daily by households, businesses and investors. We expect the SONA to make pronouncements on the following: an enhanced urban security plan, a replenishment of resourcing for investigations, establishment of specialized investigation and crime measures, and measurable crime reduction targets. Issues in the education sector. Right, Honorable Speaker, the DPP government emphasized during the campaign period that it would introduce free secondary education once voted into power. The SONA also presented by the President is clearly giving a policy stand on this issue. Instead of sticking to a comprehensive free secondary school education, Malawians are being told that there will be shouldering responsibility of paying boarding fees, while the government only pays tuition fees, which takes a small portion of the secondary school assorted fees. Right, Honorable Speaker. The university students are yet to receive free meals, as this is one of the DPP manifestos. Right, Honorable Speaker. The SONA presents what is seemingly considered as good news for both women and the youth in as far as economic empowerment initiatives are concerned. We are being told that women and youth will be accessing soft loans meant for business and entrepreneurial development so that they can stand on their own, building household assets and supporting families. While this is the welcome development and the opposition fully supports it, Malawians are more worried with the biting taxes that have been introduced by the government on all the businesses and banking transactions, which will be eating deeply into their marginal profits. Mr. Speaker, sir, for instance, to access loan, a processing tax is charged. To procure business commodities, there is tax. To send money to someone, there is tax. Even to receive money from someone, there is tax. In simple terms, Mr. Speaker, sir, there is a tax charged in securing, receiving, or spending money. Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, on the disaster management and criminal activity programming. Right, Honorable Speaker, Malawi is persistently devastated by natural disasters, very often triggered by heavy rains and associated flooding. Heavy winds and cyclones in the year 2026 has not been an exception. We noticed that most parts of the southern region districts were damaged by disaster to an extent that the crop stand in most fields were affected. This situation, Mr. Speaker, sir, also affected the districts of central and northern regions. Such districts including Salima, Nkotakoda, Dowa, Kasungu, Nzimba, Kalonga, and Nkata. As if this is not enough, we also observed and experienced dry spells in most parts of the country, and this wilted down the crops in the field. As a response to these situations, government announced plans to support farmers with farm inputs so that they can engage themselves in winter cropping as a remedial action. This is really commendable, right, Honorable Speaker, and we fully support it. However, Mr. Speaker, sir, government should refrain from segregation and discrimination in the disaster management and response initiatives. If, for example, they want to introduce irrigation support, let them target all the affected districts across the country. Mr. Speaker, sir, on governance and unity of purpose. Mr. Speaker, sir, on governance and unity of purpose. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to draw the House's attention on this one because I'm about to finish. Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, on governance and unity of purpose. I pray that one day, Mr. Speaker, sir, President Professor Mutharika will initiate an Elders' Council where the former and current leaders would be meeting to discuss issues of national importance. I look for a day, Mr. Speaker, sir, when I will see President Mutharika, President Joyce Banda, President Bakiri Muluzi, and President Chagwera sitting on the same table, discussing and sharing matters of national importance, for that will symbolize unity of purpose and the spirit of nation building. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, sir, the SONA demonstrates serious omissions on issues affecting Malawians, and we expected a message of inclusiveness and hope to economic recovery. Yes. Mr. Speaker, sir, Malawians are expecting cheap things, genuine free secondary education, yes, tax-friendly regime, yes, free meals in universities, yes, and affordable farm inputs. Yes. Yes. Mr. Speaker, sir, let me remind the DPP administration never to take Malawians for granted. They gave you the mandate to govern for the period of 5 years. Yes. And if you take them for granted, they will surprise you in 2030, for there are only 1,674 days for MCP to come to power. And be assured, MCP is coming back. Yes. Madam Right Honorable Speaker, in the spirit of one Malawi, one people and one nation, I acknowledge the SONA and submit our observation for better governance and implementation. Mr. Speaker, sir, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you. Honourable members, I see Minister of Agriculture.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, is it in order for the Leader of Opposition to make a claim against the President, Professor Arthur Bida Mutharika, that in the SONA he did not say anything about albinos? Mr. Speaker, sir, is it in order for him to say that when page 30 of the SONA, the President clearly stated that his government will follow the law and principles of good governance? The President clearly stated that his government is fully committed to upholding rule of law, safeguarding justice, and ensuring fiscal responsibility to protect life and public resources. Mr. Speaker, sir, is it in order for the Leader of Opposition to say what he has said about the President? Because sometimes it's better to read these things properly. The President is a learned lawyer, a professor at law. Chizungu ichi chomati kalakatikizi. People missing mysteriously. Tizimvesesa zimena kunena President.
I'll come to you. I see Minister of Local Government.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. And through you, I would like to find out whether This being a house of records, that the leader of opposition, who just months ago, he was Minister of Finance, who presided over a lot of plunder, to the extent that that has led to the price escalation as we have, and that he presided over a statement by the president in this house that lied so much on developments that were, construction that were all over the country, but they were not. And now they want to bring a SONA as if it is the same subject that is bent on lies. A SONA, Mr. Speaker, as you know, must show policy direction. Is it in order for him to think that he should transfer their incompetence into a SONA of a man who knows exactly what he wants to do?
Thank you, Minister of Local Government. Honourable members, yes, Leader of Opposition.
Right Honourable Speaker, I was working and doing my work as the Leader of Opposition. And Right Honourable Speaker, this is my second term in office, in Parliament. You know, I don't normally respond to issues. I just wanted to make it clear that I am very, very competent. Mr. Speaker, sir, and even my dear brother who talked about me being incompetent knows that I'm very, very, very competent, just like any other honorable colleagues that side. And my competence, Honorable Speaker, my competence comes from the background that I have been to 3 proper universities. So I'm very, very competent.
Thank you. Thank you. Honourable members, those that are not competent, can you make noise? So we are all competent, right? So let's have order. If you make noise, it will show you are not competent. Honorable Lilongwe Nyanja.
Your Honor.
Yes.
Right Honorable Speaker, is it in order for the Minister of Agriculture to come in this room and start making corrections on just a mere language, English? Because English is not a measure of intelligence. English is just but a language like Chichewa, Chitumbuka, Chisena. No one who speaks better English is more intelligent than the other. Even a standard 1 chap who is able to express himself in English does not, in essence, mean that that particular person is intelligent. So English is not a measure of intelligence. It is completely uncalled for a fellow member to come in this room to demonstrate that he is better off because he's able to express himself or herself. It is just but any other language. Thank you, Your Honor, my right honorable speaker.
Honourable members, Zomba Malosa, what has gone out of order?
Yeah, thank you so much, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, the Leader of Opposition was reading And I was following.
Order.
I was thinking that he's going to retract the sauna that Chakwera came to address in this house. Can you assure this house, being a house of records, that of his sauna, Chakwera, be scrapped off? All of us, we should see that it's really scrapped off, because Professor Athabida Mutariga has come and delivered a real sauna in this house. So we really want the sauna that Chakwera presented in this house nullified. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Honorable members, being the first day, Honorable Blantyre, Honor members, I know being the first day, we all have something to say, a lot of point of orders. I will not entertain any more point of orders. Let us proceed. I wanted to find out if UTM has something to say on the sauna. UDF. Yes, Honorable Mwanza Central.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Happy New Year to you, since we are meeting for the first time in this House. Mr. Speaker, indeed, I want to speak on behalf of...
Point of order. Point of order.
Yes, Government Chief Whip.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Is it in order for member for Zomba Nsondole to insinuate that Zomba Malosa agwakuchumulira mabele? Agwakuchumulira mabele. That is harassment, Mr. Speaker. I will not allow it. Lilongwe Nyanja, Honorable Speaker, point of order. That is harassment.
Honor members.
Get on the floor of the House, and he is referring to the honorable member as Wakuchumulira Mabele. What does that even mean?
Yes.
Zomba Malosa is married, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you.
Zomba Malosa is married. Why is he saying Wakuchumulira Mabele? And what was he doing? Kumasuzumira Mabele Zomba Malosa. How?
Honor members, thank you, Government Whip. I did not catch that. Indeed, that is unparliamentary. If I did, honor members, order. Honor members, can I have order? Can I please have order? Indeed, that was unparliamentary. If I did catch that, I would have taken action. But honor members, can we proceed?
Point of order. Point of order.
Minister of Gender.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Could you please allow the honorable member to withdraw that statement? Please, with due respect.
Point of order.
And as women in this house, we will not tolerate any violence against women. As a minister of gender, I will not allow any woman in this house to be intimidated or harassed. So allow the member to withdraw. Thank you.
Is that a point of order, Honorable?
Point of order.
Lilong, is it?
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. I would like to appeal to you that we female members of parliament, we should not be deliberately starting it, because what the member of Zomba did, it's not right. Because she did that on the, what's that? What do we want to show to our members of parliament, to the men? We need the respect, yes, but we should not be doing it that deliberately. Thank you so much.
Honour members, can I rule on that? Honourable members, can I have your attention? Can I have your attention? Order, order. Order. Yes, government, leader of government, you want to say something? You are raising your hand.
Right Honorable Speaker, just to say one thing, that the dignity of women must at all times be upheld, and therefore we must avoid insinuations that would be seen to be demeaning. And that's what I wanted to say. But at the same time, it is our expectation that we maintain high standards of decorum in this House. Some of us do not tolerate acts of indiscipline, and therefore that would be my appeal. We are here to transact business on behalf of Malawians, not to be ridiculing, not to be castigating one another, but respect each other at all times. I submit, Right Honorable Speaker.
Honour members, I want to say something. And unfortunately, can I have order? Honour members, can I have order? I would like this day to end peacefully. Can I please have order? I said earlier that was said out of the mic. I did not catch it, and I'll let it pass for now. Honour members, I will not tolerate demeaning each other, whether it's from my right or from my left. We have to respect each other. We have to show Malawians that we are serious. We have come here for serious business, not to waste their taxpayers' money fighting and point of orders that don't make sense. Please, can I have order in the House? Honorable Mwanza Central, please proceed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for granting me and the people of Mwanza the opportunity to contribute towards the State of the Nation address. Mr. Speaker, the President delivered the State of the Nation address, and he presented the issues that are currently affecting this country. I want to commend the President for doing that. It provides direction as to where the country wishes to go. As a member of UTM, we will support what needs to be supported. We will provide guidance where there is need for such. so that as a nation we move together to develop an economy that can thrive and make people happy. Mr. Speaker, Mwanza Central listened carefully to the State of the Nation address. The President didn't spend much of our time. It was short, brief, and straight to the point. I will focus on a few areas. Number one, I want to focus on the economy. Mr. Speaker, Malawians are suffering. Prices of commodities have gone up, and many people cannot afford a life. The President mentioned in this House, and he provided the projection for on how the economy will be growing. The President alone cannot achieve what he delivered. There is need for a collaboration of different sectors, different ministries. And I think what the President did was to provide direction and guidance to the ministers and the MDAs so that they know exactly what his expectations are. This time around, the way the economy is, an ordinary Malawian is finding it hard to afford basic commodities because most of the prices have gone up. I want to commend government that maize price has gone down now. It contributes a lot to our inflation. That's why the inflation, the food inflation, is going down. And we want to commend that and urge government to continue using whatever method they have used to bring the maize price down. Because our colleagues in Malawi Congress Party are claiming that maize was already in Malawi. I find it very hard to understand why maize that was in Malawi was being sold at a very high price, punishing Malawians. It is something that, as politicians, we need to sit down and think if it is the proper way of running affairs of government. Mr. Speaker, we are still having forex shortages. This issue must be looked into critically. I know the Minister of Finance will be coming here on Friday to present a budget statement. I want to urge the Minister to look at this issue and see how forex can be made available. Businesses are still struggling. People are still finding it hard to import medicine. They are still finding it hard to import parts for vehicles. It is only the minister who can change this whole situation. So I want to urge the Minister of Finance, when he's coming on Friday, his budget statement must provide a policy, a direction that can improve the forex situation in this country. We want to urge government to make sure that the economy recovers. It will be very sad for our colleagues to continue talking about the economy. They messed up the economy. And when we stand here as UTM, as members of UTM, we are providing guidance to this government so that the mess they caused can be rectified. It will not be possible to recover from the shock, the economic shock that we are in, without expanding and diversifying sustainable forex generation. What we need is, we need to promote agro-processing and value addition strengthening to reduce imports of basic commodities. Mr. Speaker, these priorities are fully aligned with the aspirations of Malawi Agenda 2063, which envisions a productive and self-reliant nation. On agriculture and food security, Mr. Speaker, While I applaud government for the short-term interventions, such as the maize purchases and the fertilizer distribution that provide temporary relief, Malawi must move towards long-term agricultural resilience. To achieve that, we propose, as UTM, as a Member of Parliament for Mwanza Central, expansion of irrigation infrastructure, mechanization for smallholder farmers. Indeed, there is a project by Agricom. They're providing tractors, but I think there's need to look at the whole concept. There is a gap somewhere because farmers are given tractors when they don't have capacity to run those tractors on their farms. That is something that we need to look critically and find a solution. Whether it means changing the policy, changing the concept, I think we need to do that. I'm glad that my sister, Honorable Minister of Agriculture, she understands exactly what I am talking about. We also need, I think government must also go into partnerships with fertilizer producers. There are people who have the capacity to produce fertilizer in Malawi. The challenge that we have is, for a company to be established, there is need for capital. Now, you know, in Malawi, a lot of businesses cannot afford to finance a project bigger of that sort. So what we need is government to form partnerships with business people so that we can have more fertilizer manufacturing plants. I'm glad that we have a Malawian who will soon start producing fertilizer. We need more of those. And for us to achieve that, we need a lot of partnerships. And also, I want to ask Minister of Agriculture to look at the issue of structured markets for diverse crops, not just tobacco. Tobacco, we are already doing well. We have a structured market. I think it's time we also go into structured markets for other commodities. And food security, Mr. Speaker, must be sustainable, not seasonal. Rain-fed agriculture has disappointed us. A lot of people, including my colleague behind me, Honorable Member from Kota, just lost over 100 million kwacha in Mangochi on a rice plantation. It is because we are relying on rain as a source of water. Yet God gave us abundant water in this country. Mr. Speaker, it's high time. We invested a lot of money in irrigation. Mr. Speaker, I'll also speak on the industrialization and mining. I want to welcome the commitment by government to form socio-economic zones and the reforms in the mining sector. However, policy announcements must translate into transparent implementation. The President has provided direction, and those entrusted with the implementation must do the needful. Mr. Speaker, Mwanza Central proposed the following. We need clear timelines for industrial projects, transparent mining agreements, strong parliamentary oversight, and independently governed sovereign wealth fund so that Malawi's mineral wealth must benefit present and future generations. There's a lot happening in mining. It has been happening. It's a norm. There's a lot of corruption. And I want this government to root out that corruption, bring out a clear direction on how we want Malawians to benefit from the resources that we have in this country. Mr. Speaker, I'll also talk something on the energy and infrastructure. Energy remains the backbone of our industrial growth. While additional megawatts have been provided, it has been reported, businesses are still experiencing supply instability. The Minister of Energy must look into this issue, and we recommend the following, Mr. Speaker: acceleration of renewable energy investment, private partnerships in energy transmission, transparent fuel procurement system. I am glad that they will be using open tender procurement system, but we also have to look at making it very open so that people can follow exactly what is happening. We also want to propose infrastructure development that is strategic, not reactive to what happens at that immediate point. And on education, Mr. Speaker, I also just want to commend government for the free secondary education. However, access to education must also be matched with quality. And that's through adequate teacher recruitment, improvement in facilities, and we are in the digital era now. We must also invest a lot in
you have 1 minute
digital education. Mr. Speaker, in my constituency, we have schools that still have a shortage of teachers, like Chidole Community Day Secondary School, Chikudu Primary School, Futsa Primary and Secondary School. Just to mention a few, if we are to achieve quality education, we must look at adding teachers in such schools. I know it's not just Mwanza Central. I believe it is the situation probably in most of the constituencies. So, Honorable Minister of Education, look at this issue critically to support the President's vision of providing quality education. It also relies on what your ministry is going to do regarding this issue.
With these remarks.
And Mr. Speaker, with these few remarks, I support the statement by the President. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mwanza Central. Honourable members, I think no one comes here to waste time. Time is money. Be precise, brief, but straight to the point. Can we learn from our president how to do things? Before we adjourn, I have one announcement to make. Honourable members, you will notice that the sitting plan has changed, especially on the opposition side. This is because we had to relocate some surplus e-chamber units from the opposition side to the government side for use by members that did not have the e-chamber units. In this regard, and in accordance with Standing Order 39.5, I have reallocated seats for independent members on the opposition side in line with available seats on that side. However, I have observed that some members are not sitting on their designated seats. Some members have moved their name tags from the designated seats to different seats, which is not acceptable. I therefore urge all honourable members to immediately move to their allocated seats. And in this regard, honourable members should kindly note that according to Standing Order 40, I will not recognize you to speak on any matter if you are not sitting on your designated seat. Thank you for your attention. Honourable members, it is now, I see Leader of the House.
Yes, Right Honourable Speaker. I thought before you adjourn, just to guide the House, that tomorrow we'll start with questions appearing on the order paper. And therefore, let me appeal to honourable members that have got questions to make sure that they avail themselves in the chamber tomorrow morning. I thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker.
Thank you, Leader of the House. Honourable members, it's 17:01. I now adjourn the House to tomorrow morning, 9:30. House adjourned.
Well, that's how the House has concluded its business today, Monday, 16 February 2026. A recap of what transpired in the House. The House commenced its business with communication from the Chair. In his communication, the Chair updated the House on the latest cabinet list and status of bills. He also outlined the program for the meeting up until 10th April 2026. The Speaker communicated that the President assented to 5 bills, namely Act Number 24 of 2025, European Investment Bank Loan Authorization, Act Number 26 of 2025, OPIC Fund for International Development Loan Authorization, Act Number 27 of 2025, Appropriation Amendment, Act Number 28 of 2025, Taxation Amendment, and Act Number 29 of 2025, Valued Added Tax Amendment. The Speaker also communicated that Private Members Bill Number 2 of 2025, Constitution Amendment, was not assented to. Bill Number 25 of 2025, Arab Bank for Economic Development, Authorization and Ratification, was withdrawn. And under government business, Honorable Member for Mulanje South East moved a motion on the State of the Nation address delivered in the House by His Excellency the President, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, on Friday, 13th February 2026. Honorable Member for Neno South seconded the motion. Leader of Opposition, Honorable Simplex Chorabanda MP, gave his response to the President's address. And Honorable Member for Mwanza Central, Honorable Felix Njawala, party spokesperson for UTM, also responded to the President's address. The Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Samir Kafasuleman, has since adjourned the House to tomorrow Tuesday at 9:30 in the morning. Pamene ponde pamabiro azokambirana za phungu lero ku nyumba ya malamulo lero lomwe lili lolemba pa 16 February 2026. Mangokumbusana zina mwa zomwe nyumbayi yakambirana lero. Maspika a nyumba ya malamulo lero adziwisa nyumbayi za ndandanda wa nduna za boma zomwe zilipo. Iwo adziwisanso nyumbayi kuti mtsogoleri wa dziko lino wavomereza mabilu asanu, ndipo mabilu ndi lamulo namba 24 la 2025 lovomereza ngongole ya ndalama ya European Investment Bank, lamulo namba 26 ya 2025 lovomereza ngongole ya ndalama ya chitukuko OPIC Fund for International Development, lamulo namba 27 la 2025 Appropriation Amendment, lamulo namba 28 la 2025 lokhuza kukonza misonkho, komanso lamulo namba 29 la 2025 lokhuza kukonza misonkho imene anthu amalipira pogula katundu osiyanasiyana. Aspika anatinso mtsogoleri wa dziko lino sanavomereze bill namba 2 ya 2025 yomwe inabwera mnyumbayi ndi aphungu. Aspika adziwisanso nyumbayi kuti bill namba 25 ya 2025 yokhuza ngongole ya chitukuko cha chuma cha banki ya ku Arabu ayisiya. Phungu woyimira dera la Mulanje South East olemekezeka Buka Jones Matemvu MP anabweretsa phembo kuti nyumbayi vomereza uthenga omwe mtsogoleri wa dziko lino Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika adapereka nyumbayi lachisanu pa 13 February 2026. Phungu woyimira dera la Neno South olemekezeka Amutani Area Mtambala MP ndiwo anagwirizana ndi pempholi. Nyumba ya malamulo yavomereza pempholi. Watsogolera zipani zotsutsa boma mnyumbayi olemekezeka Simplex Chorabanda MP ayankhulapo pa uthenga omwe mtsogoleri wa dziko lino Professor Peter Arthur Mutharika adalankhula mnyumbayi, ndipo oyimirira dera la Mwanza Central olemekezeka Felix Njawala MP ndiwo omwe anathirapo ndemanga pa uthenga wa mtsogoleri wa dziko lino m'malo mwa chipani cha UTM. Speaker wa nyumba ya malamulo olemekezeka Samia Suleiman MP ayimisa zokambirana za phungu kufikira mawa lachiwiri nthawi ya 9:30 kummawa. Malo mwa anzanga onse kuno Parliament Broadcasting, muli ndi ine Fani Mbwana, dziko mukunati pamenepo pitizani kuonera zotsatira.